In the day's other news, Iran's president declared that his country will step up enrichment of uranium if the 2015 nuclear deal is not renegotiated. He warned of action in 60 days unless European nations help mitigate U.S. sanctions. The U.S. answered with new sanctions on Iran's metals industry. And in London, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo called for unity against Tehran.
They've made a number of statements about actions they threatened to do in order to get the world to jump. We'll see what they actually do. The United States will wait to observe that. And I am confident that as we watch Iran's activity, that the United Kingdom and our European partners will move forward together to ensure that Iran has no pathway for a nuclear weapons system.
The U.S. withdrew from the nuclear deal 1 year ago. Today, Russia blamed Washington's actions for Iran's decision. But Israel warned again that it will not let Iran obtain nuclear weapons. We'll delve into all of this right after the news summary. This was Election Day in South Africa, and the ruling African National Congress faced strong challenges after 25 years in power. Voters lined up with a chance to voice their frustration with corruption scandals and surging unemployment. There were signs that overall turnout was low. In this country, a Colorado teenager appeared in court a day after a school shooting that left 1 student dead and 8 wounded. 18-year-old Devin Erickson kept his head down during the hearing. He was arrested Tuesday along with a girl who is a juvenile. There was no word on the motive for the shooting. The U.S. Border Patrol reported today that more than 100,000 migrants were caught at the southern border in April. That is for the second month in a row. Meanwhile, a federal appeals court agreed on Tuesday to making those seeking legal asylum wait in Mexico for immigration hearings. The Ninth Circuit Court in San Francisco let the policy stand pending a legal challenge. Drivers from rideshare companies Uber and Lyft protested their pay in 10 major U.S. cities today. They turned off their smartphone apps, cutting their connections to would-be customers. Drivers argue that they are getting poverty wages, but the companies they work for are earning billions in profits.
All drivers, everywhere in the country deserve a fair pay and fair treatment. So we are hoping that this will make a big impact and make app-based companies listen to us.
The strike comes 2 days before Uber's initial public stock offering. The company says it expects to be valued at $91 billion. In Oregon, thousands of teachers staged a walkout today to lobby state lawmakers. They demanded more funding for schools and protested large class sizes and low graduation rates. It is the latest in a wave of teacher strikes that began in West Virginia last year. TV ads for prescription drugs will have to start showing list prices of the medications. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services announced the rule today. It affects drugs that cost more than $35 for a month's supply. Walmart is raising its minimum age to buy tobacco products and e-cigarettes to 21 from 18. The world's largest retailer says that the policy takes effect in July at all of its 5,300 U.S. stores. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration had put Walmart and others on notice for selling tobacco to minors. On Wall Street, a late sell-off wiped out a rally as investors waited for trade talks with China to resume tomorrow. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained just 2 points to close at 25,967. The Nasdaq fell 20 points, and the S&P 500 slipped 4. And Britain's new royal baby now has a name. He is Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor. The parents say Prince Harry, of course, and his American wife, Meghan Markle, announced it today, and they showed off their newborn baby for the first time. The baby is 7th in line to the British throne.